Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense. Please visit the website at commonsensnation.net. Michael Moore says that Donald Trump should be arrested because of what Michael Flynn has done. He should be arrested. Now, this is a fat piece of crap that never said anything about Barack Obama being arrested, even though he was in bed with Iran, giving them nuclear weapons. We find out that now they are testing ballistic missiles. I didn't hear this fat Mr. Buffet saying anything about this, looking like a broke down fat ass Three Stooges or something. I mean, Michael Moore, there's just not enough adjectives to actually describe how disgusting he is. He's revolting. He's repulsive. He's repugnant. I mean, he is hideous. Just to look at him is nauseating, to say the least. They went to Twitter, him and fat-ass Rosie O'Donnell. Is Rosie O'Donnell, is your people there again? You want me to go fix a couple of sandwiches? Is y'all going to be coming over or some fat-ass? Now, Rosie O'Donnell, I like to have a couple of adjectives to describe her before we go to Michael Moore's and Rosie O'Donnell's tweet. Rosie O'Donnell, now, calling her ugly is an offense to ugly people, because technically she's just not ugly. She is absolutely unattractive. She's unpleasant to look at, hideous, unloving. And then this is just the outside and the inside. These adjectives describe her. She's god-awfully ugly, just a vile individual to look at. She's obnoxious. Anytime you hear Rosie O'Donnell, and she has the nerve to be tweeting, like I said before, Michael Moore, have you looked in the mirror, you fat ass piece of crap, you? Every time you look around, Michael Moore is playing himself off as being some kind of civil rights activist or some activist for the common people. You remember that movie, that hideous movie he made? I think it was called Fahrenheit 9/11 or something. If you just say that movie was a disaster and a movie that wanted to try to put demagogue on some of the people that he didn't like, to say this movie was in bad taste or crap, it doesn't do justification of what Michael Moore has done in his movie industry, putting out movies. He's never put out a movie that actually had much factuality to it. But he's always talking about somebody else being dishonest. He says because Donald Trump had a person in his administration and he resigned. Now, the difference is, Barack Obama never got anybody to resign, no matter what the hell he was doing. Eric Holder should have resigned over the Fast and the Furious. But did you hear Mr. Buffet talking anything about Eric Holder, who was guns being ran over to the drug cartel? Fat-ass Michael Moore didn't say a mumbling word about them running guns over in the Fast and the Furious. Now, if you look at Michael Moore, not only is he fat, that would just be bad enough if somebody would be this guy. He dresses hideous. And to take it off, he just looks sloppy. He can have a tuxedo on, and he looks sloppy in anything he wears. There's no dressing this SOB up. But to make things even worse is the way he wears his hair. Everything about this man. And then he's such an habitual liar, always trying to pretend like he's out there fighting for the people. He says that Michael Flynn was chanting, "Lock her up," at the convention. He considered that as being outrageous. Now, remember this fat piece of crap, Michael Moore. He was first supporting Bernie Sanders, then he jumped on the Hillary bandwagon, and now he's upset still. Boy, if I was in charge, I'd investigate your fat ass for something, because I know he got to have probably some child porn around or something, because it's obvious he's not going to sleep with a woman. Michael Moore is one of those people who's always vying for attention, because he's the kid in school that nobody wanted to sit by in school because he used to eat his own boogers. He probably smelt like a pile of horse mess while he was sitting there, so nobody actually wanted to sit around Michael Moore. Now he's still upset because now he's making money off those god-awful movies that he produces. Now he's upset still because he wasn't popular at school. Now, you don't even have to ask did Michael Moore go to the prom. Of course, if he did go to the prom, it had to be with his grandma or something, because nobody else is going to go to the prom with Michael Moore. Hell, he's got money right now, and he still can't have no friends. You can tell Michael Moore is not a happy individual. He's never been happy, and he never will be happy. This is a man who constantly wants to tweet and act as if he's irrelevant in the conversation he's talking about. Nobody ever questions him about his phony movies that he keep producing. I just find that kind of fascinating that nobody asks him about his ridiculous movies with actually no factuality in it. And then you had Rosie O'Donnell tweeting at real Donald Trump. No, the problem, she says, is you. Your criminal behavior and your spineless appointed minions. You are the problem, Donald. She says, hashtag treason, hashtag USA, hashtag your fat ass, Rosie O'Donnell, hashtag hamburger. How many want to hashtag that? Now, Rosie O'Donnell and Michael Moore, they make their living. As a matter of fact, usually it was George Bush at first with Michael Moore. Now it's Donald Trump. I think he's got some kind of hard on for Donald Trump, to be honest with you, because all of the crap Barack Obama was doing, you didn't hear a mumbling word from this piece of crap called Michael Moore. Why don't you go do something in your community down there in Flint, Michigan, while you're sitting around talking about it, trying to go. Notice he was at the Women's March because he's such a girly, fat-ass man. Not only is he disgusting looking, look how feminine he acts. I mean, he's more feminine than any goon. As a matter of fact, Rosie O'Donnell is twice the man Michael Moore could ever be. Listen, fat ass, go back to your Chinese buffet. Go back to your all-you-can-eat hamburgers and French fries buffet. Have yourself a 45-ounce soda or 44-ounce soda. Sit down and just eat your chili cheese fries and shut the hell up. Keep smelling. Won't you get some lap suction or a life suction to get some of that fat off around your chin or something? They got things for that. You got too much money to be looking at freaking sloppy Michael Moore. Now, some of you says it's unnecessary for you to call Michael Moore and Rosie O'Donnell names like that. Notice, you try to be nice to him and everybody else try to be nice to him. They always attacking everybody else and their minions go attack them. I invite them all the time to come over so I can insult them and their so-called leaders. One thing about liberals is they don't like to be mocked and made fun of. So when they make fun of you, you give it back to them with a double dose. You get all up under their skin and insult them as much as possible. Never try to play nice with a bunch of liberals. I'm going to insult Michael Moore until the day I die. That includes fat-ass Rosie O'Donnell, too. Shut your fat pie hole. Go back to Hollywood or something. Or go do some push-aways from the dinner table. If you want to be smart enough to do something constructive, damn it.